the penal system. Like when people go to prison, they're in the penal system.
Penal
so
system?
You're not wrong because going to the penal system, you're penalized.
So
I think you could go either way.
Why don't they
But
call
is that
it?
it?
You get penalized. You get penalized going into the penal system.
But have you ever said penal system?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Are we sure about that?
I go home and I get on Zoom and teach kids about the penal system every day for at least
Is that
half
right?
an hour. Yeah, but that might be it. Radina, thank you for calling.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
love
Yeah, that's
No
it.
problem.
It is the penal system and it's penalized. So that's it.
Huh.
And we'll leave it at that. And I was right. So let's go over and talk to Joy in North Carolina, and then we'll get to the news. Hey, Joy, what's going on?
Hey, Bobby. Morning, studio.
Morning.
That's so cool. So, Bobby, I just wanted to call and give you a shout-out. I don't agree with everything you say, but I definitely wanted to give you a shout-out on promoting being on time, being early, giving yourself buffer time, because my morning has been unbelievable. So, apparently, I fell asleep with my phone in the bed, so my alarm did not go off because I did something in my sleep to it. So, we got up late, me and my daughter. My key fob to my car battery was dead, so I had to change that before being able to get her to school. And apparently my data ran out, so my GPS was really behind, so it took me an out-of-the-way way to get her to school. And we still got to school on time. Technically, maybe like a minute late, but the bell hadn't rang yet, so she was technically on time. And none of that would have happened if I didn't set my second alarm way ahead to give myself that time. So I just wanted to give you a shout out.
Boom. And you know what? She wasn't penalized because her key fob was down because she gave herself enough time.
What about the data, though? That's kind of
Yeah.
weird. Low
yeah,
on
my
data?
car will do that sometimes where it's, well, I don't know
think
about
maybe
hers.
she was using her phone data
Oh.
to do her map. But also, it's like you schedule your timing to get somewhere enough for if you get a flat tire.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
crazy.
want the stress of
Right.
feeling like I'm always late.
Yeah, but
And so I get there because it's a respect to the people that I'm getting there for. But yes, Joy, that's awesome. And here's, you guys mind if I do a little soapbox for a second?
No, please
Yes,
go
thank you
ahead.
very much. Thanks. It is my show.
it's your show, yeah.
Joy, you started that, and I love you. I'm glad you called. You started that with going, hey, I don't agree with everything you say. That really could have been left off. I mean, you could have just gone right to, hey, this happened. Sometimes people will see me, and they will go, hey, you buy bones? Yes, I am. And they're like, hey, do you mind if I get a picture? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I don't really mind at all. They're like, I'm really not a fan of you at all. I don't even know who you are, but my sister loves you, so can I get a picture? And I'm like, you could have left all that out. You could have just said, can I just get a picture? I would have had no problem. You could have sent it to your sister. My feelings wouldn't have been hurt at all. We both would have left a happier person. There was no need to go, you buy bones? Yeah. Hey, I mean, I think your show's kind of stupid, but my mom loves you, so can I get a picture? It always puts me in a weird place because then how do I, well, you hate, and I don't think Joy hates me. It just reminds me of when this happens sometimes. But you said you don't like me, but you want to get a picture for your mom. Can you just said, hey, can I just get a picture? And then you can just send it to your mom and we all are happier.
Yeah.
That's always a weird thing for me. Because they're like, hey, you know what? Are you Bobby? Yeah. Well, you're ugly as crap. But can I get a picture? Because my cousin thinks you're really cute. I was like, did you have to tell me I'm ugly? Did you have to? Hey, Joy. And so that wasn't really about you, but you did lead that call with, we don't always agree. What do you not agree with what I say?
Ooh,
Exactly.
since you're asking.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um,
She's loaded up. She's
She's
got it
like,
ready to
"You
go.
asked."
Yeah. Go ahead, Joy.
No, I just feel like some things because I've been listening to the podcast for years, and I feel like you're not as consistent with some things as you have claimed to be.
Go ahead.
You become more lax with things. And then, personally, I'm not a back the blue person. It's an employment that you signed up for, so you sign up for the
Like the occupation?
Yes, occupational hazards that come along with the job. So certain things I just don't agree with. We don't really have to get into it, but I just feel like some things you can be more consistent with or set in place some regulations, like with Lunchbox and its negativity. Like,
That's good.
why are we just throwing out yellow cards? Why hasn't that been going on? 'Cause
I
he's
hear
not
you.
promoting positivity.
Well, why are you calling in here trying to give me a yellow card?
Let me
A yellow
address
card for you.
Let me address a couple things. I'm gonna address
I
that.
think she wants it to be a red card.
Let me address a couple things.
Straight to red.
First of all, I'm getting a lot of crap because Lunchbox's report, I kept giving him extensions.
Yeah, man.
For everybody listening, I want you to know this. We have all in this room known each other for, some of us, 20 years. And if it's so funny to me and entertaining, it wins. And it's so funny to me that he's an idiot sometimes. And his wigs didn't come in. And so it's not, I mean, he's not getting a letter grade and that's going to affect his getting into college or not. So it's so entertaining to me that it's funny. Now, sometimes it's not entertaining and If somebody doesn't do their job, then it's like, well, we got to do something serious, like spin the wheel of punishment.
But things happen. You
Yes,
guys got
but
to
things
understand.
happen, and it's fun. That's funny. What else? The back to blue. I absolutely agree that we all have different perspectives, and from my perspective, I see a lot of police officers, and I have people I know that have joined the police force or the military, or I guess I don't have any firefighter friends anymore, but they have jobs that they do for whatever reason that I don't have it in me to that characteristic to go and try to save a life or put myself at risk in front of for somebody else. And I see that a nurse. I'm going to put a nurse in there too. I don't have that quality of I'm going to take and risk me for other people. And I feel like police officers, one, when we see them, we react sometimes in a negative way if we see them on the road because we go, oh, they're going to give us a ticket. Because usually when we do run into them or we do have interaction with them, that is what it is. But most times when I have an interaction with them, they're doing a good job making sure that we're not having interactions with bad guys. Or that people just aren't coming to our house, knocking on the door and going, I'll just steal all this stuff. And every time they pull somebody over, they're at risk of getting shot. They're at risk of, but I completely acknowledge we all have different perspectives on how we've been affected by different things in this country. And I understand the culture, the reasons of we'll say the culture differences with some people who get upset at cops because they've had bad experiences in bad parts of the country. And there are bad cops.
Yeah, bad apples.
There are bad cops.
Yeah.
I choose in my personal life to hopefully when I get pulled over, I make sure that the police officers feel safe. I appreciate police officers because they're doing a job that I don't have the guts or the heart to do. It's like people that serve in the military. I don't have the guts to do that. I don't. I am a wussy. But I only get to do this wussy job because somebody didn't rob my house last night. They have before, but only once or twice. And I was able to get to work today. Nobody shot me on the road. Happens occasionally to other people. I feel I'm taking care. I'm safe for the most part. So I do back the blue and police officers. There are bad ones, just like there's bad everything. But I completely understand where you're coming from. But I will be inconsistent though sometimes with Lunchbox just because I think it's funny.
You're setting a precedent though. You know what I'm saying?
The precedent is, I guess, if it's funny, it's okay. But I really appreciate that call, Joy. Thank you for opening that up. Yeah.
Note to self: anytime we have a segment involve wigs.
Wigs.
Yeah.
And they haven't come in yet, Bones. I don't know what to tell you.
Eddie, you should just wear a wig every day.
They're from China. And he blamed China, too. I love that. That's the perfect country to blame.
Or Russia.
Yeah.
Or Russia. You can kind of just go at them all the time. Okay. Why don't I play a song? We'll do the news in a second. Hey, Joy, really, though, thank you for your call. I really appreciate all of that from what you asked about and what we talked about there at the end, too.
Of course. Just
All right.
wanted to give a shout out.
All right.
Have a good one.
Bye, Joy.
Bye, Joy.
Did I handle that okay?
Yeah. You need more
y'all
firefighter
both
friends,
were
though, dude.
Respectful.
Well, I know. So I
find
call him.
some.
I got a fire. Come over. All right, Tyler Hubbard now. Back in a second, we will get to the news, including a celebrity who came to the rescue as a food truck burst into flames and a restaurant that had to close because there was meth poisoning in there. Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Bro.
That's not good.
That soup going to make you feel real good or real bad. So we'll get into that, and then I'm going to try to get to Lunchbox's favorite 7 songs ever because he doesn't even like music. So I'm looking forward to that list.
Oh.
Hold on. We'll be right back. All right, let's go over and get to the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
Jerry O'Connell, a hero. He noticed a food truck on fire. He leaped into action. Sheriff deputies responded to the truck fire on Sunday in Malibu. They pulled a guy from it. They began to extinguish propane tanks, which is when Jerry saw it and jumped in. He was driving along. He's got twin girls. He got out. He moved straight toward it. And according to reports, he climbed a fence. He grabbed a fire extinguisher, started putting out flames.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. He has prior experience fighting fires. When a wildfire near San Bernardino Mountains threatened his home, he assisted firefighters for a number of days and helped save his residents and other people around. That's crazy.
This dude sounds amazing.
It's crazy. I mean, he went into it to save somebody else. I like Jerry O'Connell. I only know him a little bit. He came on the show. We did a 25 Whistles.
Yeah.
He got a job that I was up for, so I guess I should hate him.
Or be happy for him.
Which
Yeah,
one's
actually,
that?
but I actually am happy for him. That's the thing. I don't hate him. He's super cool, super nice, super funny. I went and hosted the talk for a week.
Yeah.
Remember that? And they were like, "Hey, we think we want you to host the show." And I'm like, "I don't know if I can host it because I got the radio morning show." And they're like, "Well, never mind. We have Jerry O'Connell's going to do the job." And I was like, "What about me?"
Oh,
But I'd already said, "I don't know if I can." Yeah, he's awesome. But I think that's really good. Jerry O'Connell was the kid in Stand By Me.
Yeah.
Married to Rebecca Romaine.
Stamos.
No,
No,
that was her ex.
when she was married to
ex-husband.
John.
Oh.
Yeah. And then My Secret Identity. Anyway, good story by him. We like it. Meth poisoning causes a steakhouse in Santa Rosa County, Florida, to shut down after 7 people became sick. A Florida Panhandle restaurant closed after an investigation into alleged illegal drugs put into customers' food.
What?
That's on purpose.
Well, let's see.
I don't know.
That is an opinion you had based on a headline that I read.
Right.
So let me go on.
Which is how America works.
Okay, but today a family-owned and operated business is closed. 20 employees are out of work, all because of the power of social media. Nico Japanese Steakhouse said in social media post, "We have been brutally harassed daily by various media outlets who have slandered and defamed every aspect of our business."
Yeah. I'm part of that.
You literally just were. 7 people tested positive for illegal narcotics last month after apparently dining at the Pace, Florida restaurant. 3 tested positive for methamphetamine. Investigators could not tie the restaurant to drugs, but a state regulatory agency said it discovered dozens of health violations at Nico's. WTVY with the story. Now, dozens of health violations does not mean that they were putting meth purposefully into people's food.
So how'd it get in there?
What I heard is the soy sauce.
I don't know. And there is a soy sauce element too, where, yes, but did they do it accidental in general for everybody, specific towards people? I don't know.
It was in the soy sauce?
Is what they.
That's what the story
Yes.
Yes.
Allegedly. So I think whoever was making the soy sauce was.
But I'm going to tell you, here's the thing. I know people that have used meth a lot.
Oh,
Where I come from, a lot of people use meth. You don't waste it.
No, I don't
Right.
think.
You don't go, this would be funny with my meth.
Because
No.
it's not cheap.
It is cheap. That's why it's used.
Oh, really?
You
It's
make it
that
out of
you
crap.
want it yourself. You
Yeah,
don't want
you
to
need
sell
it.
it or you need it.
Yes.
And that's what I mean. I don't think they meant to. I think maybe they had it on them and they dropped it in the soy sauce.
How do you drop it in the soy sauce?
What I would do is I would go back, and if anyone yelled, "I dropped my meth," I would question them first.
Or they had it on their hands. I don't know if you can just.
That probably not, but
That's what
yes,
I assume they were handling it and they dropped it in there and they were just like.
I think the restaurant's getting the, as Arkansas Keith would say, the S end of the stick here. But yes, there were some health code violations. But I'm telling you, any restaurant you go into, if there ain't a warning, there's probably a couple of violations. I worked in a restaurant, many, for a long time. There are bugs. It's wet. It's hot.
It's a lot of food.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep that clean.
There's meth. What do you want?
They may not even make their soy sauce in house.
I think that soy sauce. There's something to the soy sauce. I read that.
I know, but I'm saying they could get it from outside.
But how good
source.
was that soy sauce?
Yeah, pretty
Oh, and
good.
just
They want more.
imagine you're eating something like you just start
You
feeling all
only
crazy.
want more soy
Yeah.
sauce?
But how terrible if now you get addicted.
That's what I was thinking.
Right.
Most people, that doesn't happen like that.
Okay, but that would be. Or gosh, what if at your work they do a random drug test the next
Now
day?
that would
and
suck.
you-
All right. Random meth test. Jonathan, you're up. Okay. Good. Jonathan.
You do meth.
You're like, what?
Like, I don't do meth.
Okay, moving on. Are you guilty of phubbing?
Huh?
Regularly snubbing your partner to look at your phone. That could cost you your marriage. Now, a study has warned how our obsession with our phones could be taking a toll on relationships. Scientists set out to investigate the effects of phubbing, which is phone snubbing. phone snubbing, phubbing.
Fubbing, PH.
Right. Phubbing is a process where someone is so distracted by their phone that they're not able to have conversations with others. From the Daily Mail. I would say that if there had been conversations about me phubbing, I probably would phub all the time with everybody because I'm just constantly looking. I love my phone.
Yeah.
It allows me for a lot of interaction, a lot of connection in ways I never would do because I'm not great in person. But I also can be a little too on it. And so we definitely have at our house dinner, I put the phone away. There are a lot of times where I put the phone away. I try to be more just focused, and I won't say in the moment, but
Mindful.
I'm in the moment on my phone too, baby. There's not a bad. But yes, I do understand where that could be a sign of disrespect if you're talking to someone and you're on the phone. So I try to do better. I thought, oh, here we go. This person, they were like, I'm so thirsty. It's got to be my diabetes. It's a brain tumor.
Yeah, I saw that.
Do what?
Yeah, Jonathan Plummer, 41, was drinking about 10 liters of water for 2 years. Constantly tired. Doctors were like, it's diabetes. And so, because that what was happening to him was also common with people with a certain form of diabetes. And then the tests keep coming back. They kept testing him. Inconclusive. And so then there was a mass, and it was a brain tumor.
Wow.
Oh.
The tumor had grown on his pituitary gland, which was causing his need to drink more water, and then other spots on his brain. An operation wasn't an option, so he was placed on steroids to help with the pressure of the tumor on his brain. The treatment caused him to gain over 50 pounds, and so he had to go 30 rounds of intense radiotherapy and is now cancer-free.
Whoa, that's
Oh,
good.
wow.
He remains on medication. That's from the New York Post. And I'm looking, yeah, he went through it.
Wow.
Dang.
And he also just thought he had diabetes for a long time. But a brain tumor, that stinks. Well, a lot of downers here today.
I know.
You got
I'm
upper?
like,
Hey,
God,
golly,
it makes
man.
me want a full
Okay.
body scan.
What?
I want a full body scan like once a month. I know it's not possible. It's never going to happen, but gosh.
Is there a store that does that?
Yeah, can you? I'm on my whole body check. All of it.
Yeah, just go to the airport. They do the screener.
Is that what that is? They'll let you know.
Not like that.
Do you want to attract the ladies? Here is an out-of-the-box idea. This would be a positive one before we get to a song. Start mumbling. Scientists with the American Institute of Physics says that males who speak less clearly tend to be more attractive to the opposite sex. The logic because of
What?
masculinity.
Oh, here they come.
What's up?
Here they come.
This is largely because women see it as a sign of masculinity and being a man's man.
What?
Numbling?
Men find a woman with precise pronunciation more attractive because it signifies femininity.
Oh, really?
Yes. You're so feminine today.
Thank you.
I guess like football players kind of mumble a little bit.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean? Like,
Is that like caveman? Like I'm just so big and
Yeah.
muscular, I just go out and kill animals. So I don't really study words. I just
Whatever.
Right.
I don't get
just-
that at
yeah.
all. Don't go home and start. Blah, 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 blah.
You probably already do though. I talk really fast, which can be construed for mumbling, but not the same. Or
Caitlin
is
like
it?
that?
Or is it? Okay, that's the news. Thank
Those
you.
were Bobby's Big
Stories.
All right, girl like you, Jason. Talk to Trenton real quick, who is in Santa Rosa County, Florida. Hey, Trenton, what's going on?
Oh man, I'm so excited! This is so cool.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, so I live in Santa Rosa County, and I always went to Nico's for my birthday and eat there many times with my family. And they started to close down. I didn't know why, and I looked it up and I found some information about it.
Yeah, why don't you want to tell it to us?
I guess so.
Yeah, why not?
So they did an investigation on it, and they found methamphetamines inside of the soy sauce.
Right.
And they checked the prepackaged soy sauce, and it also had it in there. So it really wasn't from the place itself, but social media took them so strong that they had to close.
I think Eddie needs to say something now, too.
Oh,
Yeah,
Eddie.
my apologies. I heard a headline and I assumed, and you know what? That's just not what you do. Because
It is not.
You need to hear the whole story
That is
before
good,
you
and that's
decide
exactly
things.
what I said immediately when you said that.
And I'm sorry I
Yeah,
did
you
that.
Okay, NPR can write an article about Eddie now.
But you know what? Amy was right
About
it could be the prepacked or where the soy
Or I
sauce
said
is coming
the
from.
soy sauce was not made in house.
Well, we also Trenton could actually own Nico's. We have no idea.
That's true.
So
His real name's Nico.
Listen, this is the story here. Everybody wants to comment on stuff. They have no idea what they're talking about.
That's right.
I don't either.
And that's why we did that. It was an experiment to show you how Facebook works.
Right.
Yeah.
Trenton, I appreciate that. Thanks, man. I hope the restaurant opens back up and they find the restaurant did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the people that are healthy who got the meth in their soy sauce and
Justice for Nico's?
I don't know yet. Close though. Trenton, thank you for the call, buddy.
Thank you very much. You
All
have
right.
a nice day.
Yeah, you have a nice day too. All right, we'll come back. We'll get to Lunchbox's favorite 7 songs of all time. This is a guy that does not like music at all.
Oh,
he has no
boy.
interest in music. He
So
doesn't like
weird.
music. He doesn't care about music. We said, what are your 7 favorite songs? He was like, I don't know. Like nothing came to mind. But let's see what they are next.
Hey, Bobby Bones. I've got this big dilemma. So I'm summoned for jury duty, the selection, tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. They're going to make me get up at 9 o'clock on my day off. But anyways, my question is, what do I wear? It's my day off, right? It's my day off. Do I wear tie-dye T-shirt and shorts, an acceptable shirt and jeans, or a Peter Pan collared white shirt with black pants? Maybe throw in some heels. Let me know what y'all think.
I'm sorry it's your day off.
It's your day off,
I'm going to tell you, the court doesn't give a crap.
9 a.m., day off.
Jury duty, for myself, it was even annoying, but it's an annoying thing that we all do because we owe it. We deserve to be jurors, and we deserve to have a jury of our peers that feel like they need to come and do a good job, right?
Okay, since you put it that way.
You can wear almost whatever you want. I would just, if you're going to a 6 out of 10 dinner with some friends, like if you're going to Chili's, right? You dress like you could be going to Chili's. As long as it's not after a game. You wear jeans or a little button-up shirt, just like semi-professional, like you're going to work. That's it, unless you're a lifeguard.
Does it matter, though? Like, if you do show up in the tie-dye shirt and shorts and flip-flops?
They'll still let you unless you're doing something that's distracting.
Got it.
Like,
yeah, I mean, but when they send you a note or call you, what do they do? How do you get picked? Because I've never
I got a letter in the mail.
Okay, when you get a letter in the mail, does it say, like,
it
this
does
is
give
the dress
rough
code?
requirements. It's not like RSVP black tie only, but it is. We asked it. Yeah, I mean, I wore slacks and a button-up.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to judge calling me out like I'm in a Miranda Lambert concert taking a selfie, you know? So I just was like, I just want to be. And then I got dismissed too because they were like, okay, here's the case. This guy, he's up for, he allegedly, or the case is he assaulted someone, beat him up with a gun, did this. Has anyone else been affected by this in any way? And I was like, thank God I have been pistol whipped. And I raised my hand. Only time I've ever thought that. Your Honor, yeah. I've been pistol whipped, held a gunpoint. Okay, well, you're free to go.
Yeah, you're out of here.
I danced. I Ellen danced all the way out. Like she's dancing down the aisle. I was out of there. But it was all true. Here's another voicemail. This is Emily in Virginia.
I was calling to give a shout out to my husband, Sean. He got me tickets to your show in Virginia Beach, and I'm super excited and super blessed to have him because when I looked online, they were all sold out, and then he surprised me with them. So I'm excited to take my daughter, Aniston, and we're going to have a little mommy and me time. Super excited to see you.
Thanks, Emily. Yeah, my comedically inspirational tour, it actually starts on Saturday of this week here in Nashville, and then we go to Wichita. I kind of let you guys a little insecurity part of me here. So we put all the shows on sale. I was super excited at how well they sold. Like Wichita, Virginia Beach, Tampa, they all sell out almost immediately, big theaters. And my people are like, you should do a second. We're going to shoot a special in Wichita, right? They're like, you should do a second show in Wichita on Friday night. And I'm like, that's a win for me. I sold at the theater. I'm always nervous about ticket sales anyway. I think every time I put tickets on sale, no one's ever going to come. They say, no, do a second show. Sell it out. I'm like, I don't know if I want to, though. They're like, but you get paid more. I don't really care about that. I'm spending all the money anyway shooting a special. I'm not really making much. We're doing this ourselves so we can control it and then hopefully shop it. Trust us on this one. So I put the second day show, Wichita, on sale like a week later, and we are, I don't know, half full right now for that second theater. And I told them, we're just going to have a win. We sold out the theater. So I'm begging people to come to that Friday night show in Wichita. Can you imagine doing a special and there's nobody in the crowd? People be like, this is the worst special ever. Even people didn't even want to come buy tickets. So Tampa's both nights are going to sell out pretty good. But that Wichita first night, we're like halfway there. So if you guys want to come, Bobby
Tampa's
Bones.
2 nights?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, we did a lot of
cool.
2-nighters, which is cool.
Yeah.
But
Wichita, clearly, they'll show up. It'll still happen.
Yeah, you hope.
And if not, you use the footage from the
or you just
sold-out show.
You only show the first 2 rows. But if you guys want to come to those shows, DC as well, BobbyBones.com. BobbyBones.com to get tickets. We'll be there August 11th and 12th in Wichita, and then Tampa the next week. You want to do Lunch's 7 songs? Do we have time, Ray? Yep. All right. Lunchbox does not like music. It's weird. He doesn't hate it, but he's like, I'll pass. I don't care. He runs with nothing in his ears, no music. He drives, nothing on the radio on, doesn't listen to anything. Just not a music guy. So he said, what are your 7 favorite songs? How hard was this for you?
It took me like hours.
Yeah, Ray just said we have 6 minutes to do this bit.
Like hours to come up with this like list. I was like, let me see if it's that song, and I'd listen to it. I'm like, it's good, but is it one of the best ever?
The top 7 worthy, yeah. All right, number 7.
God. Oh, I didn't do any particular order.
Okay.
What?
So he likes them all the same.
List.
They're all the same.
But you don't have like a number 1, 2.
Okay, I'll do that. All right, number 7.
Are you asking for an extension?
Kind of.
Okay, just look.
Number
roughly,
7.
Number 7.
Castles in the Sky. Ian Van Dahl.
Did you have to Google that?
Yeah, I didn't know his by.
Okay.
Like it's deep. Like the meaning of it is true. Like why do we do that? Why do we build these huge old castles in the sky? Like why do we do that?
Castles in the sky. What do you mean?
Like big skyscrapers?
Or big houses? Like why do we do that? It's just so.
Is that the purpose
I
of the
don't understand.
song?
No idea. Number 6.
Number 6. Oh man,
He's looking at it. He's
Oh, you're arranging it now?
Yeah, I'm arranging it now. Is Gin and Juice, Snoop Dogg.
Now bounce to this.
Lay back.
With my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
All right, good one. Next.
Next one. How do you like me now, Toby Keith?
How do you like me now?
This is like a Bob FM where they just play Bob Plays Anything. And then it's like Castles in the Sky, Snoop Dogg, Toby Keith. We play everything.
I mean, this is the ultimate like screw you song. Like you thought I was gonna be nothing. Like it is. It speaks to all the haters out
You
there.
like
And
that?
We all have haters. We've had haters our whole life, and I mean, it's like, man, it's so good.
6, 5. All right, number 4.
Number 4. Thong Song, Cisco.
Really? What's this remind you of?
It just reminds me of the club. It just reminds me like when thongs were so popular, sticking out the back. You're like, oh, let me see that. It's so good.
Would you say, let me see that?
Yeah.
To people?
Yes. It was between this one and Daisy Dukes. Look at that girl with them Daisy Dukes on, but Thong Song just hit better. Like it hit better.
Love a good hit. All right, next up, this is number 3.
3.
Okay, go ahead.
Is Corpus Christi Bay, Robert O'Keefe.
What? That's a wild card.
Where you grew up.
Yeah.
Not Corpus Christi Bay, but like Robert O'Keefe's massive.
Massive.
In Texas. Yeah.
So good.
And it's like, this is like, you can't live with regrets. Like, no matter if you go back and change it, guess what? The same thing would happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I still partied and I lived my life and it was awesome. And it's kind of like having your brother's back. You're always there for each other. Such a great song.
Number 2.
Number 2. Hey Ya, Outkast.
Y'all don't want to hear me, you just want to dance.
This is your second favorite song of all time.
Like when you hear that, like
it is a great. I love it.
It puts a smile on your face.
Shake it. Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
I mean, it's so good.
Yeah. And your number 1 song.
The number 1 song.
Favorite song ever.
Is I Believe I Can Fly, R. Kelly.
I believe I can fly.
No.
It's a song. It's a song, Amy.
No, it's not.
He's separating art from artists.
It's the song. It's a
Amy,
song.
you're interrupting the best song of all time.
I'm interrupting
Turn
R.
the mic
Kelly sing.
off.
Sorry. Why didn't you pick Tina Turner?
Her songs are great. But I mean, they're amazing, but they're not the best of all time.
Also, Castles in the Sky is not about
Nothing he's saying.
Nothing.
Really? Yeah, I'm putting a pin in and going, I need to remember that for later.
Right. Okay.
Can you be quiet? Can we?
You know, the R. Kelly thing is kind of weird because he's a terrible human in
horrible.
jail for.
Yeah.
I understand that, but this song is amazing.
What?
I did like the song. I just removed it from my likes.
Is it because of Space Jam?
I've never seen Space Jam.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Dude.
He believed he could fly to those castles in the sky.
Right.
That's so deep.
Thank you, though, Lunchbox. I appreciate that. Top 7 songs. I know that was hard for you.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple honorable mentions that didn't get in.
Yeah,
but,
quickly. Ray's telling me I got to go.
Oh, yeah. There was one, Stevie Wonder, Superstition.
Okay, good.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I had Zach Brown Band, Toes. That's a great one.
That's a good one.
That's so good. You could totally replace R. Kelly with that.
His heart wanted what
Yeah.
his heart wants. All right, thank you, Lunchbox. All right, thank you, Ray. Go ahead.